Keep your ears to the ground. Stories in the soil. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start. I made you go first, so we're gonna start over here.
Aye.
We're gonna go around. I want you all to say your stream name, character name, give a little bit of background for your character, and oh lord, I didn't think about this.
Background in what way? Do you want me to just
backstory
dump?
No, like class, race, stuff like that.
Okay.
Tell us everything about your character right now. No more secrets.
Yeah, let me just.
And go ahead and give your character's opinion on how last session's thing went. How last session, I would call it a battle, but it felt bigger than that. So that feels limiting.
So not just technical difficulties.
Yeah, just how do you think it went?
For my snake bite.
No, not technical. last week.
Well, I'm Mega Sorcerex. I'm playing Solvi, the Blood Hunter. I'm also a variant human, and I think he's a little dissatisfied. He felt like he was in over his head and couldn't actually solve a problem. And something that he wants to be able to do is to act in such a way that he can right wrongs that happen. And he just watched everything unfold in almost the worst possible way. Short of everybody just getting pounded into paste.
Oh my.
I was talking with Cynical and I missed the prompt. What was the...
I
stole one of his dice. I'm sorry.
What do you think of what happened last week?
Not that session, the one before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't
not technical difficulties.
We didn't have a session last week.
Guys,
right?
There is a Sanic on that battle map that says otherwise.
We took a break last week. Nothing happened. Sorry. Just because Red Waters is the lake that the town is on. Sorry. That is why you wrote that down.
Yeah. So, it is the lake that the town is on.
I was where I put under Goodmead.
Hello, I am Las Vega. I am playing the Saffron Oregano, the wonderful Eladrin. And I am a barbarian paladin, Path of Glory. Gotta flex these muscles for all that glory. And honestly, I think it went really well. We only ended up killing one person, which honestly didn't need to happen, but he wasn't really listening, so it's kind of a consequence of his actions. But it's okay.
Alright. Sorry, I'm already hearing.
I know we stabilized him, but I don't think he's gonna make it. That was a lot of blood.
His entrails are spilling out of his body.
Hey, in the real world, life isn't so certain.
True.
I'm just saying, we're in Icewind Dale now.
We are in Icewind Dale.
Okay.
Alright.
let's keep this ball rolling.
I'm Fibber. I'm playing Fennel Oregano, a wizard rogue multi-class. And I'm completely content with what happened last session. I think we're gonna make a profit off these goats that we have
At least one of us
borrowed.
Fucking liberated.
Yes. And I think it's gonna be great. We're gonna make a profit. We're gonna make some people happy in this town. Maybe they'll like us more. Who knows?
I am one single rogue playing Theo Van Dier, a half-elven sorcerer paladin. Divine soul sorcerer. No oath for the paladin just yet. And what I think of last session is there will probably be consequences, but I found a cool stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
you did find a pretty cool stick
and a pearl.
And a pearl.
So if one of us knew how to cast Identify, we could identify the stick since we have the pearl.
I'm Saf. I play Charlotte, the Echo Knight fighter. And something last session that stuck with me was that I'm pulling all the stops. There's no more secrets anymore. I'm tired of that. I played a fairy that wasn't a fairy last time. I'm over it. No more secrets. I'm rolling all cards on the table.
You're just
And
gonna say
I
whatever
felt
you
good.
however you feel.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it out loud all the time.
Full chest.
Fuck.
Gosh, imagine playing a character that's pretending to be a different race. That just sucks so bad.
Couldn't be me.
Last but not least, I am bad at this. I'm gonna be playing everybody else. I don't know why that took me so long to connect those dots.
You were thinking what you thought of last session.
Well, I don't know what DM needs to hear this, but it doesn't matter what I thought of last session.
It happened.
Yeah, disabuse yourself of the opinion that your opinion matters. It doesn't matter what I thought about what happened last session. What matters is what the people I'm going to have to pretend to be thought of what happened last session. And there are a variety of opinions. So...
What do the goats think?
The
What
goats...
do the goats think?
Here's the thing. Those goats were pretty well taken care of. But...
Why did they leave so easily then?
You ever had a cat?
Instinct. Instinct. They're being herded.
Hey, if any of you have ever had a cat, and you took good care of that cat, you fed that cat, you loved that cat, and then you opened the door near that cat, and that cat immediately fled your life, you know why those goats left. Those goats left because they're animals. The door was open, they saw something running, and so they decided to herd. They did the thing goats and sheep do, which is follow the fastest thing that's running. So yeah, last we left off, you guys broke into somebody's house.
Yep.
Immediately picked a fight with him.
Sounds about right.
Killed him. Stabilized him.
Stole
Took advantage. Took advantage of his, we shall say, less than quick friend. Then proceeded to steal his pets and food and say, but listen, leave the town alone. You gotta leave the town alone. I'm just glad that you guys didn't pretend to bring him up. That was gonna make me truly sad. that was gonna, when you guys pretended to save that Verbeek's life, that made me very sad that his insight is so dog water that he truly believed that worked. that was...
Don't worry, your friend will wake up in
Very
a few hours.
it was a bit of a bummer.
Very sleepy.
But yeah, you guys did succeed. You got all of the casks of mead that they still had, which is 2. Of the 3, which is going to be an immense boon for the city. Certainly, which you know for sure. And you guys made it out alive. Guys did pretty well. You guys wrecked house. Solid work as a team.
And we got goats.
What kind of work? Teamwork. Now let's hope it doesn't come bite us in the butt.
Oh, it's already.
Our actions have consequences? Join us.
Do you guys...
Join us this week.
Well,
As we familiarize ourselves with the concept of consequences. Really, isn't that what D&D's all about? Doing shit
magic, right?
and dealing with the shit that happened because you did the shit.
Figure out what this does.
What does consequence do?
I
That
can figure out
sounds
a
like a muscle.
few things that I can
It sounds
do.
like a muscle. Do you exercise your consequences a lot?
Fibber. No.
A mere fib.
Minor jest. Oh, could we also get some of the
Mood
pretty
lighting.
lights?
Yeah.
It is pretty
the
bright.
switch.
I don't know if they'll turn up. We'll see.
Switch.
What
This
mood?
one?
Yeah.
I just flipped a switch.
Flip. If we could get the blue that we talked about before.
Did you flip the right one? No, you haven't.
I asked.
You asked? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Could you get a kitchen? Yes.
Oh. There we go.
Please.
Look, I settle in for a long winter's night.
That was not the color we wanted.
It's-
We wanted this
It's
one.
June.
Yeah, actually, interesting point of reference. It is not winter
Is that okay?
in on the planet of Toro at the
No,
moment.
it is an Icewind Dale, though.
Yeah,
It's been winter for quite a few days. The sun hasn't come up.
the sun hasn't come up in a hot minute. Seasonally speaking,
A couple hundred days?
Uh,
How many?
2 years.
That's a couple of hundred.
Yeah, it's a few hundred days.
That's a lot of days with no sun.
Yeah.
I'm glad the bees are still doing well.
Well, you have the nice warm meadery. But yeah, so you guys arrive. You have hoofed it. You have run non-stop for about an hour out of the woods that border on Goodmead.
It's a good horse.
Well, yeah, one of you was on horseback.
Well, no, I figured since the horse was carrying the mead, it probably couldn't also be ridden.
Okay.
Just trying to be.
If you don't want to ride it,
He
that's
is
fine.
a strong horse, Mary.
Yeah.
It's just as close.
You guys hoofed it back. The horse dragged. It was on your shield, right? You said
No, I
or some
used
sort of
mold earth to make a sled.
Gotcha. So you had a sled dragging the casks. You were followed by about 13 goats and sheep that were all bleeding. You have long since left behind the sound of crying coming from friend. And you guys have arrived back in the town of Goodmead. The goats have started to run through the main thoroughfare, and you see there are people who are like... It's basically like somebody just threw money in the street. Like there are people who are like, oh my god, and like grabbing onto a goat, and like you see people like pushing them into their doors.
No. No. You gotta pay the price.
Sorry?
25 gold apiece.
Oh, so you got your fucking name on it then. And you see pushes the sheep into his house and closes the door.
You didn't tie like a rope to it.
Anyone got rope?
You should have had a
This is a
leash.
little late.
Yeah, you see there's
I was saying,
these
I
goats
thought
and
you were
sheep.
bringing them to
As
the
you
town.
guys sort of slow down, and I assume you're beginning to probably catch your breath a little bit. You've been hoofing it a hot minute. You've been hot stepping.
Bam, bam.
As you guys take a second to catch your breath, the goats and sheep just sort of wash past you guys and start scattering through the town.
Whatever.
If-
It's worth a try.
It was a good deed, right? I mean, we tell people you brought in goats for the town. Everyone will like you.
Okay. Sounds good enough.
You do, if you want to try to, like, if you've got some rope and you want to try to rope one of these goats or sheep.
I think I'd be a little too tired.
Okay.
I don't think I'd care.
I'll snag one to take to the parents.
Alright, you got a rope, right?
Yeah.
Alright, make a, we'll call this, do you have Tavern Brawler?
No.
We're going to call this a Dex attack roll without proficiency.
Okay. So +1.
Goat's not hard to hit.
Ooh.
Can I help him with my Echo Knight? If I see he's hurt in a goat?
You...
The
didn't
goat
you-
doesn't give a shit.
Didn't you use 2 uses
Could she just give me the help action?
during the fight?
I
You did.
think
you
I
got
did.
the dis-
I think it got
So I
discorporeal.
think you're good.
I think I'm good too.
I think you're tapped. How are you going to help with this? If it's just you.
If it's just me,
Yeah.
no. If it's just me, I should. Shaw doesn't give that much of a shit.
So what'd you get? 5. Hold on, let me just check Goat AC.
Probably like 10.
10?
Most things have a base AC of 10.
These goats are squiggly.
You get the note tied in like record time. You throw that sucker together and throw the knot, and you just and you just missed one.
Why don't you pick it up?
Could I just pick it up?
You can pick up the rope.
You
Okay.
pick up a goat?
Are there any within like 5
They're
feet?
they're hurting past you guys.
Can I just grab one? Like a grapple?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that you could do this as like in athletics.
That's a bit better.
We really love
The goat is going to challenge you.
I'm taking that one.
How'd it go?
What is it? Crit.
It's a natural 20 for a total of.
23.
Holy Christ!
You really grab that goat?
Alright, we'll see what the goat does. We'll see how the goat does.
The goat also crits.
Close. As all these goats and sheep run past you, just and just squirming around in your arms. But you got one.
I'm gonna put the rope lead around its neck. That way.
It's pulling against your rope pretty hard, but you've got a grip on. It's not going anywhere, but it's not happy.
Thanks for the goat.
Sure thing.
You can grab one, do you? Do you want?
I don't think I have a place to put that, but
Fair enough.
Okay.
what now?
Well, we should probably take the mead back to the meadery.
Okay.
Where's that?
Is there a wall going around this
It's-
town?
With the dragons or the
Not
one
particularly.
on top? Dinosaurs?
Yes, the meadery is the largest building.
It would be. It's the big building. A big building with the dinosaur.
The one that we were in.
dinosaurs on top. It's where we met. We met
Yeah.
at the meadery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's where. What's his name? Dylan. Who's the asshole? Yeah, this is where Dylan was kind of a jerk to you. No?
So it's bad.
Daryl. That's the
Daryl.
one.
Daryl.
Yeah, sorry. Mixed up the.
Oh, I forgot
Dylan's
to
a
put
good one.
Daryl's name.
He's just on the way.
Brothers, you know.
Definitely the better of the two D's. D's brothers.
Oh.
You know?
The Deed brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
The double D's.
Double D!
One of them's got a sword. The it's got an armor. All right.
Let's go, get this back.
So you begin to make your way down the main thoroughfare towards the meadery, and you open up the mead hall, and you see that as you get closer, there's still that same increasing of that unbelievable humming that just sort of begins to slightly deafen the more you approach the mead hall. And as you find yourselves inside with the warmly lit interior, you see a bunch of people sort of turn and look. And most of them don't look extremely thrilled to see you.
We brought back the mead.
All of them just start screaming. You see not thousands.
There's
You
not
see
thousands.
tons of mugs just fly up straight into the air. Mead sloshes across many wooden surfaces here as especially the four of you outsiders and even you see these people are a lot happier than usual. These people are really thrilled about that news.
Better, additional good news. Maybe not better. This guy brought like 15 goats. They're just out there.
Yeah! They all just start cheering and screaming again. This is like
I'm going to one of the guys who I know like is related to one of the people. I was like, your wife grabbed one.
Oh, Cheryl, grabbed ourselves a goat. Oh shit, we might actually eat tonight.
How you doing? Not just drinking your dinner today.
Yeah, that stupid pig sound might be good for something. Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Alright.
People start like whelming their way across the room towards you guys. You guys are suddenly receiving a lot of very positive affection. Each of you has a mug pretty much forced into your hands of mead. Some of them are not full, leading you to the impression that somebody just gave you theirs. Some of you, many of these, you guys are receiving like firm claps on the shoulders and back. A couple of like hair tussles, particularly for you three. Very raucous support to the point that it's really hard to pick out what any individual's saying. It's highly overwhelming. Certainly, it's a lot of noise and a lot of really close contact very abruptly.
I drink whatever I was
You're
given.
just
immediately throw it back, and then is there somebody small near me?
Yeah. You see there's a kid.
A kid?
Maybe like
You
13, 14?
Alright. I take the kid and I hoist him up in the air and I just...
You just shake a child. He goes, oh my god! this kid looks elated. So excited. You do see that the kid has a mug of mead.
I take it. Children shouldn't be drinking.
I give him my like half full mug.
Party foul! This kid just starts slamming it back so hard that it's like not all getting in the mouth and just like dribbling down the sides.
That's my boy.
As we're being swarmed, I want to like teleport away out of the swarm so I can keep like a eye on everything as it becomes overwhelming.
How do you teleport?
I can summon my echo as a bonus action.
That's your tap.
I can do it as many times per day as I want, as long as I have the bonus action available.
Gotcha. Okay.
According to randos on Reddit, and the fact that it didn't say any limitation on the rules.
Thank you for keeping me honest.
Thank you for random people on Reddit keeping me honest.
If you pass me, I think it's from Tasha's. Right?
Oh, don't mind if I
No, it's Wild
Matt
Mount.
Mercer.
It's Wild.
Wild
No.
Mount.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wild.
This is Saf's second Matt Mercer class.
I think I might have the book. I think I might have thought ahead
I
at some
thought
point.
Echo was in there.
No, Wild no.
It's an Explorer's Wild Mount.
Okay.
So it is in a book.
I brought Mythic
So,
Odyssey,
bonus action.
Opheros,
So I'm just
Burrito.
gonna floop, because I feel very crushed. You said it was
Okay.
sensory overload. I don't want to stab anyone.
It is right
Theo
there.
kind of frowned.
It's on the
when
shelf,
I
right
tried
between
to do it last
Volos
time.
and...
It is?
Yeah, it's right there.
Respectable.
It's next to Volos.
Willows and DMG.
Me, on the other hand,
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
how that-
swindle the fuck out of these people.
How do you do so?
Okay, so everyone's getting drunk, so we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna celebrate and we're gonna wait for everyone to start drinking. And then once they start drinking, we're gonna crack out the games.
Okay.
I got some loaded dice, some cards, some dragon chess, and we're ready to play games, and we're gonna just win.
You start bringing out these games. Who's that?
Oh, it's a game you want to play? I'll deal you in.
What?
We're moving to the next person.
As you begin talking to people,
Is no one interested?
no one see the spectrum seems to run from people who truly don't know what a game is, like even at its most fundamental level, to people who go, that's funny, playing games.
This is meant.
The spectrum truly seems to run here. You are being treated positively.
It's
Games just really don't seem to be part of these people's culture at all.
oh yeah.
Try for the drunk children.
No,
Drunk children.
the children. We don't really. We work.
So it's the extra attack that I can only make a few times. But the
I like the counting. You know, it's good. It's a good game to teach addition and subtraction. And I say a lot of these ones, they're not going to be needing to do that, though. They're going to keep these, and they're going to get the honey from the bees. The only good they'll have for counting is the number of stings they got.
Alright. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay. Have fun
Yep.
though.
Yep. We'll give up on it. We'll give up on that.
You do feel a
Maybe-
tug
Maybe like test the skill, like
At-
throwing daggers. Or
at
something.
like your robe edge. It's a little tug about 2 feet beneath you. You look and you see this tiny kid that just throttled in the air. That your sister lifted up.
I just gave whiplash.
Yeah.
I said they were like 13.
Yeah.
14.
They are not very big. They are a
Malnourished.
very spindly, tiny kid.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Oh. What's a game?
It's something that you do to pass the time.
What time?
You have when you aren't doing anything, like right now.
I'm doing things. I'm getting drunk.
You can do it while you're doing that too.
Well, all right. How do you do a game?
Okay. I'm gonna take the cards out. I'm gonna explain the game. I'm gonna say, okay, so you have to count. You have to count until you have 21 in the corners. All the letters are worth 10. And then I'm just gonna deal it out to him and say, okay, now flip them over. And how many do you have?
Oh, give me a second.
You're gonna roll some d10s.
I got. That's weird. There's a couple that look like each other. And he holds them up, and he's got a 5 and a 2. That look.
Okay. Do you know what those two together make? Okay.
An 8.
Close enough. So
I see. You put the pictures together.
Makes an
Now,
8.
but imagine you got that many fingers and that many fingers, and you're holding them up next to each other. How many would that be?
He holds up his hands, and you see he's got about 4 fingers on each one.
Okay, so you got a 5, and then you got the 2.
So yeah, he holds them up and he goes 5 and 7. I got a 7.
very good. Very good.
That wouldn't it? Or did you win? Or
You won.
I won?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Hey, fucking lads here that I won, you stupid pricks. he just starts violently shaking and laughing all at once. You see there's a couple of older gentlemen sort of off to the side that he was evidently shouting at that just sort of like just kind of
I'm gonna
avert
take the
their
card back
gaze.
and I'm gonna go. I don't want to be around this child.
You guys are the toast of the town for the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. Is it the same place? Can I find a room to stay there, or is that a separate establishment?
Well, I mean, there may be a room in the meat hall. I might be able to ask my parents if you could stay with us.
What do you think?
Both of us?
Sure.
Okay.
I think we got a spare room.
What about him?
Well, he's used to sleeping outside.
Yeah, I can make that work.
Do I have
Alex's pity noise.
voice behind the screen? Do my parents have more than one spare room?
Roll.
Yes.
How many spare rooms do my parents have?
They have 1.
Oh, I said,
You said more than one.
I said do they have more than one, and you said yes.
Oh, sorry. They have 2.
They have 2.
I
Okay.
didn't hear the question right.
It's fine. We've got 2 spare rooms.
Okay.
There are 4 of you. You could go girls and boys.
Sure.
Where did Charlotte go?
Oh, she's over there in the corner.
I'm like at one of the highest points you can get in the mead hall, looking down at everyone and like scanning the crowd regularly
still-
and
Are
flicking
you
to the
hanging
door.
from like a rafter?
This whole
What do
time,
you mean the highest point? It's level.
On a check.
This
Then
whole
I'm on
time,
a check.
goat has been in my the crook of my arm. Like just keeping the goat. Honestly,
Just sleeper holding the goat.
I got a drink. I drank with one arm, goat in the other.
Did you offer
some to
the goat?
No.
Give him
Have
some.
you seen a drunk goat?
No.
It's the messiest
I'd
shape
like
I've ever
to.
conceived.
I'd really like to.
A middle-aged woman approaches you and removes her thick wool scarf so that she can speak clearly. You recognize this woman. Hey. My name's Olivessa. I make the casks for the meat. Some friends of mine don't really want Shander Froth to become our next town speaker. Say he's untrustworthy. I don't really know him that well, but he kind of seemed like a good leader. And this town could use him. What do you say?
What would be your responsibilities as a leader?
Well, as town speaker, you'd be a part of the council of speakers, which would mean that you'd meet up with all the other town speakers and make decisions for the entirety of the 10 towns. You'd represent our interests. stick it to good old Caer Konig and Caer Donoval. You'd keep the peace around here. You'd be in charge of organizing the militia in the event that we needed to defend ourselves, things like that.
Sounds like leading.
That's true. You got quite the brain.
You'd also
you.
organize
I'd say,
snowshoeing out the meat.
In like the 2, 3, or 4th cup.
I mean, I just showed up in the town, maybe not, but a few days ago.
Yeah, but you got the meat that the
And
other
the goats.
speaker was taking. Yeah, and you brought in the goats.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sound too snooty, but I've been told I'm a pretty good judge of character. You seem right, well, you seem right pretty, but you also seem right, charismatic. It's a pretty useful skill.
Thank you, I'm very flattered. I'll think about it.
Right, alright. Just, you can find me here. We do need somebody to start organizing snowshoeing out to the mead, though.
Okay. We can do that.
Yeah, because all our previous snowshoes, sitting in a Verbeek's belly, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Okay.
One of the casks was taken by the very big did get drunk by the very bigs. So
I see.
we brought 2 back though.
2 still a lot to work with.
Yeah.
We can make do with what we got with 2.
And 2 and goats. 2 and goats.
Yeah, we could start making deliveries, probably either to Dugan's Hole or East Haven.
I'll sleep on it. I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Well, I try not to take too much time. We do need a town speaker sooner rather than later, and I don't know that Shandor Fourth fellow, all that right, well and good.
Tonight's for a celebration, not business. Tomorrow.
What's my opinion of Shadow Fort?
Shandor Froth, make a history check.
That's a fun responsibility.
What was her name?
Olivia.
18.
All the stuff that they called me.
18. I can give you your opinion on Olivessa and Shandar.
I'll take it.
Olivessa has deep roots in Goodmead.
Mm-hmm.
Her family has lived in the town since its founding. She's quite reserved and doesn't have any family of her own. She lives alone in the house closest to the Shrine of the Flaming Sword, which is the disused shrine in town. Shandar has lived in Goodmead for a few years and is popular amongst the town's loggers. He can be a bully and a blowhard, but there's nothing he wouldn't do for his friends. He lives with 5 other loggers in a small house on the west side of town.
Ram Ranch.
Clovis is a good person. I shouldn't ask you if she didn't mean well. You have done a lot for this town since you got here. You seem friendly. Haven't seen you do anything mean to anyone.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we could take you on. We could take the mead. Provisional speakership, maybe.
Sure.
Have a good delivery. Come back with money.
We'll see how it goes on the first try.
Are you offering to snowshoe?
I'll have to talk to the parents.
You'd best do that, Sonny.
But we got the meat back, so maybe they'll let me take the meat out. And one thing lead to another, And what, just so
Listen, I'm not one to go around flapping loose lips, but you should probably unstuck your tongue and get over there.
I gotta get to try and make him happier.
Your da seems right flaming.
Alright, I gotta go. Maybe give me a good bit of a head start.
Well, maybe you'd want to bring them. Might be useful to have a witness for your murder.
Right. Okay, let's go.
I go and grab Charlotte.
Oh, we're going to my parents for the night. We've got a spare room.
Lodging.
I go when you say spare room. I step down. I start to go.
Have you not? You have parents, right? You seem very scared. I said my parents. You're all skeptical.
I don't know. She might have hatched from an egg.
I'll point at me.
She looks
And
like.
I'll point at you.
Did you hatch from an egg?
No.
Some of us do.
Did you?
Not me, but I've heard stories.
It can happen.
I was just
I'm
saying, those
sure.
things I think have hatched from eggs. And I point at like the carvings of the
I've
dinosaurs.
only met so many people. It can happen.
You met someone who hatched from an egg?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
It'll happen.
Sooner or later.
We'll get there. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe in another one of the 10 towns.
I mean, the world's a big place.
So you've met someone who's hatched from an egg? No. Oh, okay. You were just agreeing with the big world thing. Oh, okay. Fair. Is it?
How much of the world have I seen?
Quite a bit of it.
Probably more than me.
You've seen probably further away than anyone else, certainly. Without going to a whole other plane.
All right. I'll lead the way to my parents' house then.
All caboose.
I'll offer to take the goat.
I'm good. This is my line of defense.
You make your way a little bit further towards the edge of town to not one of the bigger houses, but pretty medium sized. You see it's even got a window, which is pretty rare for the houses out here. It's got the steep roofs and these little ceratops sort of roofing corners that you can see have just sort of begun to pick up a little bit of snow, is just sort of stuck on each of the horns. The interior is lit, and you can see light coming, sort of pouring, almost like one of those Christmas cards. Who's the artist?
Irving.
Irving Berlin, didn't he write music? Isn't his name like Thomas something?
Thomas Kincaid.
Thomas Kincaid. It's like a Thomas Kincaid painting. It's really warm on the inside. The golden light sort of streams out of the single solitary window as you guys approach the door.
No. Da?
You hear your dad's voice, muffled but loud. And then you and you see your mother on the other side.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, darling, you've come back.
I brought a goat.
That'll help.
That was my thought.
You've got other people.
Oh, yeah. These
are the people you left town with.
Yes. They all the ones who left came back too. They're new in town, and we were wondering if maybe they could stay in one of the 2 spare rooms.
I'm having a hard time thinking about whether they should come in or not.
They could wait outside until I've talked to Dad.
I'll point to a spot underneath the roof that's kind of like overhangs outside.
On the one hand, he may be a little less willing to, get into it if
there's other people.
The witnesses.
But there's also, these are the people that he's been talking about filling his son full of nonsense. For the last couple of hours.
So we brought back the maid.
And goats.
Why don't you come on in? I'm going to put on a nice bit of spotted tea. Alright? How would that sound? Do you guys have any preferences for tea?
Just hot
I'm
water,
just kidding
please.
with you. We don't have multiple teas. You're just going to have the tea I have.
You want no tea in your water?
Just hot water is fine.
Can I
You
have
don't want-
milk in mine?
You don't want like honey
That's fine.
in your water. You want the honey in your water. You don't
Just
want
hot
the honey
water.
in your water.
Mhm.
What about lemon?
It's fine.
You're going to have just plain boiled water.
New in town.
Well, yeah, I could see that for sure. With the colours and the
I know.
airs.
They just look like a painting.
He does look quite painted. Yeah.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Oh, Vess is thinking about having him go for the speakership.
Oh, but that's lovely.
Yeah.
You'll be wanting to get to know his father here in the... Why don't you come on in? Come on in. Grab a seat by the fire. It must be absolutely frigid out there. Come on in.
You guys will all walk in faster than me.
Oh, you're bring up the caboose.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the teenager dread march into the shouting windows. Just the goat.
In front of the fire.
Just that.
Squat. Power squat.
You see in a sort of rickety wooden chair next to the fire is a much older man who looks astonishingly like his son. Look, they are practically like, if he was a couple of years younger, they could be brothers. They look astonishingly close. Many of the features seem to have come from him. There is a slight distinction though, in that there's a little bit of like a glow to him, which you guys definitely pick up on because you come from a place that people fucking glow, and like you can identify that. He definitely is slightly luminescent.
You get a little match.
Hmm?
Little magical.
I'm back.
We're
I
back.
see that Fef talked to you.
Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time sitting down for a while.
Oh. I thought he'd prefer to know and to not.
Turns out I've got a size 15 boot and he's got a size 12 ass.
You know, he's like,
I brought a goat.
Yeah, I've heard all about the goats and the sheep
Yeah.
and the mead and the leaving.
And they're coming back. And they're coming back with the goats. And
I
the
think
sheep
the
and-
one thing that I must have missed out on was the permission.
Well, it seemed like these folk were in a hurry, so I just figured I'd go with them.
You just tap out if you need help.
You just figured you'd go with them.
Well, you know, they didn't know the way, and I knew kind of where they were heading. Let's just show them the way and make sure they got it back okay.
And what about you then, huh?
I'm just fine.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah, see, this the time we're talking about?
Are you talking back to me?
No, not at all.
I won't stand for the little tyke that I taught to talk back to me. Don't you use the words I taught you in my house against me now. You hear? That's for you lot.
yeah. Oh my god! Aren't they
This is,
racist against your
This is
guy?
Sylvie. He's quite friendly. He's quite nice.
Friendly.
Yeah. Yes, I know, but he is.
I'm Fen. This is Ron. My sister.
They're the oreganos. And this is Charlotte. She's quite.
Are you daft?
Rolls.
To seize the thing if you're daft. Daft in this.
You got honey in your head or wax?
I'm not going to talk back.
For starters, you're walking around with the fucking circus.
Oh, we do look like the circus. He's right.
Did you say that?
No.
Second off,
I just realized our characters are all colors.
you know me, you don't recognize a mute when you see him.
Oh. I thought she was just quiet.
Charlotte.
Not by choice, you silly, stupid boy.
Well, she didn't tell me that.
They don't usually.
sorry, not talking about. Do you want the goat?
What am I going to do with a single goat? How am I going to raise a litter of sheep with a singular goat? Now I'm going to have to take it and talk to that asshole across the street. Breed him. It's at this moment that his mother sort of shuffles in with like a little tray with a bunch of little stone carved cups. Here you go. And as for you said name's Finn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finn, here you go.
It's Fen.
Finn?
Fennel. He goes by Fen though.
Yeah, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said, Finn, right?
Mhm.
I don't mean to offend. And your name's Ron?
Uh-huh.
Alright, well there you go. And your name's Solvey?
Yep.
Alright, there you go. Enjoy. And we didn't catch your name, Charlotte, right? Here you go. And, you know, my son's never met a mute before, so you can't really hold that against him, alright? He's not very worldly. That'll be enough. Alright, yeah, so, just let me know if you'll be needing anything, taking anything with your tea.
I'm gonna drink it like water
Just
as I'm holding it. What do I roll for that?
make a con save.
Yeah.
Sure.
I take it like a champ.
You take it like a fucking
A
champ.
19 for
You take it-
saving throw?
You take it like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
You do not betray an ounce of the pain that you're experiencing in this moment.
I want to give it back to her empty.
Well, aren't you a thirsty little mug? Let me go ahead and grab you just a little bit more.
Honestly, Theo's astounded.
She goes
Hardcore.
I thought his just water was. Wait, he's just.
What's the seating arrangement like, by the way?
There aren't
For-
a large number of chairs. There's about 3.
I'm sitting on the floor in front of the fire.
There's
I
probably
need a
some
chair.
some rugs or furs or such.
I pick a chair for sure.
Okay.
Legs
Yeah,
crossed.
you can have mine. It's fine.
Legs crossed.
I'm gonna
Christmas
take.
applesauce.
I'm gonna
I imagine I'm not going to be using it for a while.
Oh no!
I wanna.
You're lucky if I keep your fucking chair in this house.
Oh, 3! One for each of you. Family time.
Yeah, you guys be nice by the fire and eating your food so you don't freeze to death.
Oi!
Wait,
Focus up, you silly, stupid mother!
yes, sir.
I take off my furs that are keeping me warm.
You do see there is a moment where, as you're taking off your furs, he's like. You see there's a moment as you like unveil the guns. There is a moment that he like catches sight of that, and like just brushes it off.
Exactly what I wanted.
How old are you?
16.
You're 16?
Yikes.
I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. You stay smart. You stay alive.
I did my best.
I didn't tell you to do your best. I have never, in my life, put a single expectation on you but one. And that's that you live till after I'm dead.
What?
I'll not be having my son die before me.
Yes, sir.
And how do you stay alive?
Staying smart, sir.
Now, does what you did today sound very smart?
No.
Why didn't you send that fool of a boy Fef that you're always faffing about with?
Well,
You know what else he's got? He's got a bow. He's got arrows. He's got practice using either of them.
You're 16?
Wasn't he also part of the original party that got slaughtered?
No, he found them.
He found them?
Do we know that does he look 16?
He doesn't look very old.
Oh my god!
Yikes.
We took a child!
Yeah,
We kidnapped him!
I want
my
to
hood
apologize.
down a
Oh
little
my
bit.
god!
I want to apologize. I didn't know he was so young. He looks old for his age.
He looks old for his age.
I mean, how old do you think we are?
I know, I'm no stupid, rotten 10-towner, alright? I've seen an Eladrin before, big boy, and you don't impress me.
Well, that wasn't the point. We age differently.
I haven't been hucking ice my whole life. I've seen elves, I've seen fey folk, and I've even seen your bloody fey wild. Alright?
I can see that.
Don't you wool over my eyes. That little daft human, which is clearly human, and he reaches over and he grabs one of your ears and yanks a little. It's clearly human. Couldn't be a day past needing to shave.
To be fair, though, he did really well.
You think I give an absolute rat's ass if my son is strong, or brave, or courageous?
He was smart. He didn't hurt anybody.
Smart would have meant he wasn't even there.
Smart means taking care of the town that you're in, is what he did. And he didn't hurt anybody while he did it.
It'll be quicker if we just...
Really?
No.
And do you happen to, by any chance, know any of the people in town who have enlisted personally in its defense?
A couple of them.
Yeah? Any of them sitting here in the room right now, breathing down your neck?
Yes.
Can't get that forgetful that you forget the damn family tree, can you?
You're in charge of protecting this place?
Not in charge, a volunteer. It's not a job. It's a necessity.
Why not prepare him?
Prepare him for what?
I mean, you said after you die, he is allowed to die. And if... I mean, you guys are here protecting this town.
This ain't some linguistic twisted fey folk bargain. This is a desire to not have to bury my blood.
I just think it's your job to train him.
And I think none of this is your job at all.
Your town seemed like it needed help, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's so. So the Verbeeg is dead.
Probably.
I'm sorry.
I
There
mean,
were-
his insides were on the outside for a while there, so
Then
yeah.
why, in the entirety of the 9 realms, would you have to say probably?
I'm gonna go chop wood.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
Chopping wood?
Don't get confused here. I'm talking to you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Why is there any ambiguity to that particular way of being?
Well, I didn't see his last breath leave his lungs per se, but
We saw his entrails.
his insides were on the outside.
Yeah, heard about the insides.
Yeah.
What about that circumstance is ambiguous?
See, there was more than one. We didn't get to see the other one.
So you left survivors.
It's hard to leave something when you never found it.
It's very easy to leave something that you didn't find. Those are usually the things you fucking leave.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's called object permanence. It's a really complicated little concept. I'll explain it to you some other time. You!
Yes, sir.
You are chopping firewood until the sun comes back up. You hear me?
Yes, sir. I'll go start.
No.
Oh.
Not done.
Okay.
You 4. You're leaving my goddamn house in the morning. I'm not some savage. I'm not going to throw you out in the cold tonight. But come even the slightest bit of sunlight over that yonder mountain there, I see hide nor hair of you ever again, and you stop filling my son's head with little fanciful ideas of adventuring.
Is there even sunlight?
There's so this is a DM thing. I'm stepping here as I don't know if you could tell that the accent's gone. The sun, basically the most sun you get is like a twilight state. So the sun never fully rises over the mountains, but there is like dim light is the most light that is achieved. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So yeah, there is like dim light during the day. It just never fully rises. It's more like literally like just past sunset when the sky is still lit, just
Okay.
the littlest bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it is an important question.
Okay. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course.
Sorry.
Charlotte's gonna reach for her purse when he says hospitality and start like bringing her bag around.
Don't you pay me?
We gave him a go anyway. It's fine.
I'll gesture to who caught the goat.
Now I'm going to make something abundantly clear. If when they're gone you are too, don't come back.
I feel like that's the opposite of what you wanted earlier. You're kind of contradicting yourself here.
What if I asked for permission?
If you ask for permission, go ahead, ask for permission.
Could I wait till the morning to ask for permission?
Do you think I'm going to change a whole lot if I sleep?
I can hope.
Do you think I'm so fickle
No.
as to love you any less when I wake up tomorrow morning?
He's a child, guy.
No.
Then go ahead and ask permission.
Can I help with the snowshoeing?
You're going to what?
Can I help with the snowshoeing?
You went out and you want more?
Well, I helped people.
I've not raised any need for you to be kind or caring. The only thing that you could do to make me proud is be alive. That's it.
Wait, I'm alive. This one might not have been alive if I
If
wasn't
you go snowshoeing with them, I'm getting rid of your chair. Your chair is replacing all that firewood.
What is his mom doing right now?
His mom has made herself very scarce.
Is there any kind of like check I could make to try and sway his opinion?
You can make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tough.
The DC is not
Can
a
I-
kind one. The D-
You
You're
want me to help?
you're a charismatic
I
boy.
would appreciate. I don't know if any help would help.
I'm gonna let you guys know there is. I can't imagine anything right now, as his father, that the four of you could say to aid. If you can come up with something that changes my mind, I'll let you roll for it.
I don't know, man. We could just end his father's
16.
life so that way he doesn't have to worry about burying his
16,
son
that's
first.
how old you are.
Yes.
That would fix the problem really quickly, and
Listen,
he would meet the expectations.
Oh my
16-year-old
god,
got
the
you that
murder
so-
hobo.
So-
True. I'm
not
not
To be-
discrediting your age.
So to be clear,
I'm not saying this out loud.
I'm gonna let you know. I figured you wouldn't say that.
Teenage.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Heart to heart. DM to player. Don't fight this guy. This guy.
He's
This
glowing.
guy's tougher than a Furby.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, that did lead me. I've been eyeing up an ability I have. Would this person happen to be susceptible to a check to determine whether they are fey, undead, or fiend?
Make the check.
Okay.
Gore.
Would you like the survival check
Oh.
specifically?
Yes. Go ahead and make the check.
Backstory. Oh,
Yeah, give me more game to play, please.
Because
Oh, that's not great.
In 16.
I'm being a silly little goose.
So I don't think that.
11.
16? 11?
Yeah.
There's definitely an energy here that is outside of more regular mortal energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's... You're not sure what it is. It's different than anything you've come across.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. D&D PC, if I put the fight that you would have against this guy in a Kobold Fight Club, it's very deadly. I wouldn't
So,
recommend it.
where's the room?
Right past that door.
I'm gonna saunter over.
It'll be a tight squeeze. I hope that's all right.
I won't say anything. Saunter over. Shut the door.
I'll join. I was gonna follow you, but you.
3 people in one room, one
I can
person in
open
the
it.
other.
Just open the door
Why
again.
don't you plug in? There's.
There's 2.
Yeah, it's just 2 rooms.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't ask
Yeah,
you
I
to
mean-
see-
I immediately go to follow, and
I
then
figured
you
it'd be the
mentioned
two of
there's
you.
2 rooms, and I'll look to the other room
I can
and
show
just
you,
go.
I can show you where the other one is.
I'll
Both
take
of
the
them.
floor.
Just down this way. And then I'll get started on firewood.
Good night.
Mhm.
And you see he gets up, and as he stands, you take in the truly pretty astounding size for a human. He's about 6'6". He's a pretty big human. Not in exactly the greatest shape, but there is definitely a muscularity there as well. He's no slouch, clearly. But you think that probably just like time has been getting to him a little bit. And he sort of just gets up and makes his way upstairs.
How many notebooks you got? How many notebooks you got in there?
A few.
You got 3.
So, like he said, you're welcome to stay the night. Sorry about me dad.
You didn't tell us you were 16.
What?
What?
Well, you didn't ask.
It's like a newborn.
I didn't ask you how old you are.
How looking around?
Mhm.
Is it apparent how old everyone is? Like human?
Definitely not for them.
Okay, well,
Oh, it
fuck you
wouldn't be
guys.
super
But
fair
like,
for me either.
That's a good point.
I was gonna say he's weathered, isn't he? No offense, but like
Oh, no,
outdoors.
I look
mean.
really young.
Yeah, he looks pretty young.
How old are you?
And then he starts like counting on his fingers. Give me a minute.
Charlotte's gonna like. Are we all in the same room, or are we in different rooms?
Sure, if you. We can he said he
Let's
was
have a chat.
We have a group squad meetup real quick in that bedroom.
Charlotte like digs through the bag and you were like, we didn't know you were 16.
Well,
And she gets out a like paper and notebook and.
that is a good question. It says, why was he so mad?
was he so?
Well,
yeah.
His son
mad.
is
Well-
underage and did something very dangerous.
I'm almost an adult.
What's an adult in like human?
Well, I mean, I'm a human too.
17, 18 usually is when someone would be considered able to go out and start their own family. But
17, 18, which one?
well, sometimes it goes to 18 or 19. But listen, it's a
Well,
vague thing.
Yeah, he
it
might be
varies
different from us. When I get to be, well, when I was his age, 16, I had to go do something to earn the right to be an adult.
How old are
I
you?
don't think my dad's gonna let me go do something.
Well, when I left, I was 16. I don't know how long it's been since then.
But
They don't really
Has
have
it
like.
been
from
at
10
least
pounds.
2 years?
How
I
many
mean-
moons? How many moons?
Moons? A lot of moons, and some of them I don't remember.
I don't know.
But he was an out of towner. He was the only one of his group that came to the 10 Downs.
Yeah, he smelled different.
But
Like
He smelled
worse.
different. Like you guys smell different, but he smelled different than that different you are.
Okay.
he does recommend keeping clean.
No, yeah, it
He has
Have you
been
ever-
to the Feywild.
Have you ever sat really close to a fire, and you can feel the heat hit your nostrils?
Yep, he does get like that when he's mad.
Yeah, But normally people don't fire themselves like that.
Really?
Sometimes you can just
I mean, I know like Daryl doesn't, but I
mean,
just thought it was he's my dad.
I think I'm just sort of sensitive to it, but sometimes I can pick up the like air about somebody, and his was sharp and forceful, like a flame.
I'm gonna take Theo's hand and point it under your nose and kind of.
Yes. I'll recoil a little bit. Yes.
What are you doing with my eye?
She wants you to smell it.
Yeah, but
you
to find what?
Oh, you can't just say that. Sorry.
Charlotte's gonna make long.
We've only known each other for about a day. And at first, I just assumed you were a criminal, trying to keep a low profile. A lot of folk come through like that. Most of them just don't try to talk because if they ignore you when you try to talk to them, then you leave them alone, and then you don't uncover their shady past. And that says to leave those people alone. You seem nice though. Okay.
What am I trying to find?
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay.
Just like you did before.
Survival chicken.
I'll.
Can I help him?
This time it
You get more
is
odor.
an unnatural 20.
Okay. You know, the overwhelming scent is pretty... You're half elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
The overwhelming scent is pretty normal for like a half elf. There is around him like just the faintest trace of that smell. It doesn't seem to be coming from him, you wouldn't say, but it's almost like a cologne or a perfume. Just the faintest bit of that.
Gotcha,
Does it smell
gotcha.
nice?
Just and for a moment, like all of the flexion possible in my nose, it just kind of like curls and folds for a moment.
That's cool. Can you teach me how to do that? I was say that would send Pfeff into a fit of laughter.
I don't know if I can teach it. It's a little bit
You
deeper
see
than
him
that.
looking just very focused, and like the tip of his nose just barely.
just
It's like when someone's trying to wiggle their
twitches.
ears.
Just flaring your
Am I
nostrils.
doing it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you can you tell what I am? Can you tell what they are?
They said what they were. They're Eladrin.
Well, yeah, but do you smell that the spice on the wind, that almost ocean mist breeze that
No, they mainly smell sweaty because we've been running so hard. No offense.
Yeah, you have the faintest bit of that same scent. It's there. It's weak. It's under.
Is it like a little bit like ozone?
What's an ozone?
You know, that's a very good question.
It's rained.
Okay. Sorry, that smell you get after lightning.
Maybe.
Because that's what my dad smells when he gets real angry, and I know I can smell that.
It doesn't quite smell that recent. It smells like the heat of the smoldering ground after a lightning strike.
I don't.
What
quite
does the
get
room
that
smell like right now? Charlotte's like,
Make a perception check.
she's like really
Smells
focused
so
on it right
bad.
now. It can't smell good, right? Perception?
Mhm.
That's a 15.
A 15?
Yeah. She's sniffing hard.
You smell fire. You smell fur. You smell like hay, straw from the bedding. You smell wood. There's also like a bit of a damp smell.
She's just really focusing on it right now. It's like when you point out to somebody how they're breathing, and then they can't stop thinking about how they're breathing,
What do you mean?
but sniffing.
The position of their tongue in their mouth.
Exactly.
Mine is over here.
Hello? I can do a couple other things. If I focus really hard, I can also hear things that are really far away.
That's really cool. Can all of your people do that?
Some of us.
They go around outside the towns. Normally they don't come in. It's kind of a big deal that you're in here, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, more so than the other out-of-towners.
True.
Is there a
You know
window
lot
in here?
about us.
Is there a window in here?
You
Or
know a lot about us.
No.
Well, I know you're out there. You don't
That would
normally
be
come
bad.
in here.
If
That's
you
about
were
all I
to
know.
The room with the window is like
Yeah, there's-
the entryway room.
There's
Sweet.
quite a few of us. Yeah, I'm not exactly like how they are, but there are some of us that are like me. I'm not quite the average one.
And you just look rugged, right? You said you're like patchwork clothing. And
Oh yeah,
all.
my cold weather clothing is all just like patchwork leathers and furs.
Is there
and
any
stuff.
other distinctive look about you, other than that? I guess you would
the
know,
hair.
but I wouldn't know.
I mean, yeah, my hair is kind of like brassy and like kind of like not quite wavy, but like unkempt, but like dead center at the top. There's just like this splash of like red hair at the center, almost like roots are showing.
It's Rigged, right? Is the name?
Others? Yeah,
They're
we're,
Rigged.
Yeah, we're reghead. What's the word? We're nomadic. We go around and we follow the animals that are out there that help support our population, our small communal
Fun fact
population.
to myself. I'm keeping my fun fact to myself.
Yeah. There's more than one tribe though. I'm from a tribe, but there's other ones.
Did you have to ask for permission to leave?
Have to? I should have. I didn't, but had I been successful, I probably wouldn't have waited so long to come home myself. Yeah, I'm on my way to probably have the same thing, but and then for a moment he looks at his hands and he's like, from about 4 years ago.
That's a long time away from home. 4 years might be a benefit to you though, because they'll have been mad for so long that they'll just be glad to see you again.
Maybe. I mean, I don't look very different, which is kind of weird.
You don't look different from 4 years ago.
Yeah, I stopped growing. And then he's gonna kind of just,
Did
because
you eat
I
your vegetables?
imagine we're standing, he's gonna kind of look up at you and then
How short are you?
5'10".
Where,
Oh, okay.
did
Not
you,
that short.
Did you eat your vegetables during those 4 years? Because my mom says that if you don't eat your vegetables, you stop growing.
Oh yeah, fish, some berries,
No, vegetables.
What is that different than berries?
Yes.
Oh.
It's like the bits of the plant that don't taste sweet.
Like the stem?
Sometimes. Depends on, sometimes it's the root bits, sometimes it's the stem bits, sometimes it's the leafy bits. I mean, it really depends on the plant. Some of it you shouldn't eat.
Sounds risky.
I don't know. I mean,
You don't know about vegetables. Your name's Fennel. Fennel's a vegetable.
That it is.
The stalk part, you can eat the stalk of a fennel plant. To get more of a vegetable flavor, it's like celery.
I know
Oh.
what celery is. Okay.
Wait.
So we're talking
So,
about
like-
celery?
so a potato.
Yeah, a potato is a starchy
Potato.
vegetable.
Potato.
Yeah, those are important.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of those, but
Yeah.
they're okay.
You
Well, I
look
guess it
pretty
makes sense since you walk around a lot. You'd have to have planned ahead and planted something that took a long time to grow and then walked about until it got grown, right?
Yeah, but we wouldn't be in the same
How do
place.
your farms work?
So, out there's bushes, and I have these these little we call them berries.
Mm-hmm.
They're you bite them and they're kind of juicy. We just find things. The word foraging. Foraging.
Okay. But so then how do you know what you're gonna have?
We find it. and then we go, we're having that.
What do you do if there's more than you can finish?
That's pretty rare. I mean, you can pack it in snow, and that keeps things fresh for a while.
For you to come back, or like...
No, you just take it with you until you're hungry again. It only takes a few hours of marching through the snow.
Yeah, marching through the snow does suck.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
What?
You could fashion, I guess.
You
like
know
a
about
container.
farms, right? Okay, yeah, see, I thought I was the crazy one.
Charlotte's gonna like dig around in her bag some more and produce a pretty. It's not an impressive amount of rations, but what the rations consist of is pretty impressive.
You
It's
got fancy food.
it's a good spread of like different dried meats and like vegetables and like berries. And she'll like kind of like dump it out on the floor
wow.
and
See,
stuff.
you should have brought that out while my mom was
I
here.
just imagine you pulling out cans of Fancy Feast after he said that. That's not me. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
Spam.
Ignore me. I'm
That
laughing
orange
at, I'm
one
laughing
with
at
the green
dumb
bit on
shit.
the top. We find purple ones of those.
Oh, that's a carrot.
Oh, nice.
So you said you didn't farm, but you know about carrots growing farms, right?
I mean,
Carrots
They
can also
could.
grow in the wild. You're
They
aware of
can?
that, right?
But who'd water them?
The
Ah.
world.
Nature.
Rain?
You are blowing my mind right now.
The world.
I mean, I'm sure they know more than I do
Explaining
about
environmental
vegetation.
science to somebody with a rural education.
Vegetation's a very big word. Good job.
Thank you.
I'm wondering the same thing. What are you going to do about them? It's okay if you can't. We'll understand. You are very young.
I'm not that young. That feels condescending. I helped, right? Do you guys feel safe going without me?
It's not whether we feel safe. Do you feel safe?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
You know it's a lot of responsibility.
I mean, you know what they say, it's not the fault of the landing that hurts you. It's not going out that I'm worried about. It's the coming back again.
Like talking to a kid about getting a dog.
What do I want?
On responsibility.
You're gonna have to take care of yourself. You're gonna have to take care of yourself. And sometimes
Well, I don't want to be chopping firewood. for the
You
next
have
100
needs,
years.
you know. When you have to go to the potty, you better go potty.
Now, guys, before we go on the
I'm not
adventure,
fat.
everybody
I'm a
use
bit
the
concerned 'cause
Well, I didn't
if
have
you
to go
guys
potty
leave
when we
town with
left.
Me, I'm worried that the Verbies will come after you. Because, I mean, we did take it from the Verbies. And it seemed like it was a bit of a close call.
She's gonna look down at some of her chainmail
there-
that's still a little bloody. And
Yeah,
just
I was
kinda...
just going to say, do you need to be patched up more, or are you good?
She's gonna indicate to her bedroll.
Okay, yeah, fair.
But
You'll-
yeah,
you'll
currently she
figure
has 8 hit points, so I guess she doesn't look the best. But she'll be for a little bit snooze.
Okay. But you guys, it didn't seem to go too well even with me there against the Verbigs. So I'm worried that if I'm not there, you guys might end up like the last snowshoers. You are gonna snowshoe the meat out of town, right?
See, that's a very big expectation. Considering how the townsfolk has treated us this far, it
They're-
is very awkward.
They're real joyous to see you. Though.
Well,
You snowshoed?
Uh-huh.
Well, how'd you get here?
they want us to carry
so
their
a
goods
snowshoe
somewhere else.
Is a shoe that sits on top of the snow.
You do see they. Point of order. You do see nobody here has snowshoes. That's not a part of cold weather gear. Nobody here has anything to make traveling through snow easier. They've been doing it the hard way.
Did I have a snowshoe, right? Or was I just falling behind my horse?
Your dad wouldn't have bought you snowshoes.
No, he would not.
Is there a shop in town? There's not a shop in town, is
Can I
there?
point out my
That's what you look
dad's
for.
snowshoes?
Yeah.
So they look like this. These ones are my dad's. You can tell because of how big they are. What's funny?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, so do you see
Deal,
this thing,
deal.
this part here?
Sorry.
This part here, well, it spreads out over the snow. So instead of having your foot be foot sized, it's bigger, and then since there's more snow underneath it,
Is it late?
it's
It's getting pretty late.
it's like when a bunch of people help you carry something, it makes it lighter.
Like dark?
The snowshoes make a bunch of the snow carry you.
Oh, it's dark.
So it makes you lighter. So you don't sink in with every step you take. So you know how you guys have been trudging in and the snow's been up against your knees? And you have to kind of like kick through it? This makes it so you just walk on top. Oh, yeah. Most people who are going to leave town have a pair. We were just in a hurry last time. I figured you guys must have forgotten yours just like I never had mine.
So, they want us to make
little
those
different.
for you,
No, snowshoe, you'd be wearing them.
but you don't have any.
Well, I also need to purchase or acquire some, yes.
Okay, so I wear them and then what?
Well, then you walk with the mead to the town that needs
Ah.
the mead. See, we make the mead,
Mm-hmm.
and then we sell the mead.
Grasshoppers eat the
Like
mead.
Another town, and then they repay us for the mead with something that we need.
Things that have been explained this session. Foraging, farming,
Vegetation.
the water cycle.
Listen, I'm trying to buy
Capitalism,
myself as much time as possible before I have
commerce.
to make the decision whether or not I'm leaving.
It's just so fun.
So,
We've all learned
What?
a lot today.
What time is it? I'm sorry, the writing down things did help.
But you can see it's just paper and a pen, so she has to like get down on the floor and like.
Oh, here, and I'm gonna pass you my shield. You can write on the back of that.
Is it smooth?
Yep.
can I
The
just
front's
can
got
I
some carbons and stuff.
can
on
I
it.
use my feet? I'm telepathic. Can I? I'm gonna speak to your mind. Say, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? I'll help you.
Telepathy.
I want to grab your shoulder so you know it's me. And I'm gonna say,
I know it's you.
this is me.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Are you?
You can respond to
As
this
far as
message.
stuff is,
Oh man, they're really looking at each other.
I'm gonna,
they are.
I'm gonna grab your shoulder back and say,
It's working. It usually doesn't work for
"The
fat.
whole time."
Smells like sweat.
You think you have an accent?
I've never
whole time.
seen my brother look at something like this. Hold on.
She doesn't say it out loud. She says
He's
it
just kinda
mentally.
into it.
Okay. What would you like to say? Let's make it a little easier.
Will he go?
Are you gonna go or not?
Well,
That's what you wanted to know. She's quite angry.
I'm not leaving your eyes though. like I asked him, and I'm still like.
how do you just speak with your eyes? That's
Yeah.
handy.
I can just tell. I can just tell sometimes what people
Oh.
want
I
to say.
squeeze your shoulder a little harder.
Oh, wow. She seems a bit angry about it.
She just really wants to know.
Well,
I asked.
Do you say that mentally, or
are
do
you
you
guys
say that
gonna
out
be
loud?
leaving tomorrow, or do I have like a
Out
day or
loud.
two to work him over? Maybe I could figure out something nice to do for
Work
Dad,
him
like,
over.
You know, get him to say yes as opposed to no. No, use the chair.
Is the chair special?
Well, well,
I think it resembles his place in the family.
yeah.
So
it's
they're disowning
representative.
him.
Yeah.
They're disowning him?
Yeah, he
Oh.
knows.
If they get rid of my chair, it means I'm not welcome
It's weird
To
because
come
it's like
home.
contradictory
anymore.
I'll never understand
to
that.
what they said. Like, because he's like, oh, I would rather not have you dead before me, but also don't come back. I never want to
Well,
see you again.
And
alright?
also,
He
I
doesn't
don't want
wanna
you to
have-
die, but I'm not going to teach you how to not die.
No, he's taught me all sorts. Who do you think taught me how to heal that one?
That's it. You don't know how to defend yourself.
I got this stuff. And this.
I want to punch him in the face.
I'll block it with my shield.
All right, make
slap
a.
him?
No,
You
not
got
actually. You're unprepared in a few departments.
Here's something interesting that happens. You go to punch towards him and you hit the shield.
Mm-hmm.
The shield has livery on the front. I don't know if it's livery,
What's that?
livery. I've never said the word aloud.
Livery.
Livery. It has decor on the front.
Oh, okay.
Some of that decor is appears to be like maybe mock vegetative matter. Touching it, it feels familiar. The vegetation that is represented
Oh, no!
on this shield. It feels like Feywild plants.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. I think you should have a chat with your dad. Take the shield with you. Ask him about it.
He got it before he came to the 10,000s.
I figured.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't have wood like. Well, I mean, if you look at that forest, they don't know like that.
But from past experience, he's angry, but I think you should go talk to him alone.
He's
Especially
still-
if you want to come with us.
I do want to come with you.
Then you know what you need to do.
Let me chop some firewood first.
Do what you have to do.
Then I'll talk to him. Because if I do the thing he told me to do,
I
then
understand.
maybe he'll let me do the thing that I want me to do.
I don't know if that's
Has that worked
how it's
before?
Well,
Just go talk to him.
it got me to. He told me to ride the horse, but I want to do that.
I'll
But
just
that was also-
just go chop the firewood. You can go talk, and then
Oh,
I'll just
no,
produce.
that would
I'll just
make-
produce
that would
my
make it
hatchet.
so much worse. I mean, he would think I was. Oh no! If I pass my work off to someone else, then
You want me to talk to him for you?
it's kind of the same problem.
Can I summon an echo right now and
I'll-
gesture to the echo? and then...
I'll chop the firewood.
Your
I'll
echo
talk
steps
to
through and
my
goes,
dad. How do you keep making there be two of you? Can you tell me how she does
That's
that?
why I'm gonna say we help.
I
friends.
wish I could.
mentally back to
Well,
sleep.
can you ask
What
her?
are you talking about?
I can. They're in a conversation.
I
It's
don't always
rude.
have to
Yeah.
summon you all to die.
I'm also gonna ignite my hatchet. So now
That
it's
is
on
kind
fire.
of disappointing.
It's true.
It is
Wait,
very
inside?
depressing.
I ignite my hatchet. It's now on fire.
Oh no! Please!
Oh,
what?
Put it
Put-
out.
put-
Have
that-
you gotten
please,
the summons yet?
See, I'll chop wood really fast. It's fine. This will cut
And
right
you'll
through
burn
it.
it at the same
Then it's probably
time.
less depressing for you.
Efficiency.
Another big word.
But if you chop the firewood with the fiery hatchet, it'll just burn up, and then they won't.
I
have
was
the
in
fire.
the middle of
Listen.
something.
Are you talking?
They're talking to each other.
Oh,
You
okay.
hear nothing.
I'm gonna go chop firewood.
Yeah, I'll come with.
Without, I'm gonna pass him a non-fiery hatchet.
A dagger.
If you really want to, but like I said, it's my job.
I was
And
in the middle of something.
Did you shake it
as my dad
out?
would say, I should unstuck
It
my
won't.
tongue and just go
After
to it.
this-
What was happening in mine?
Or like of it.
Are you dismissing it?
Well, I'm sorry.
No.
You could
Can I
set
go?
that out there to have a little fire while we're going, but if you chop up the firewood, we don't get to
Yeah.
keep it. That's one of the big selling points of not moving around. You can repair
And the echo
for the
disappears.
things that are coming up. And then you've got the stuff that you prepared, and you don't have to carry it from place to place. So I can make a big stack of firewood, and if I can make a stack of firewood big enough to last my dad and my mom for the time that we'll be gone to the town and back, then they might let me go.
If you think that'll work.
It hasn't before, but it's worth a try. So I'm gonna try to chop as much firewood.
I have
As I
two
can.
hand axes, and I'll pull them both out.
As they're just axes out by like there's a pile
There's
of
one.
logs. Oh, okay,
There's one axe here. Don't need a bunch of axes.
that's true.
Only one person's chopping wood.
It's usually me. Um,
I'm gonna make a.
Gesture.
sure, come on. I'm going.
So the three of you are chopping wood together?
Yeah, I'll go out there. I'll
What are your strength scores?
18.
18.
18.
13.
Why are you the one that chops the firewood in
So
your family?
36 plus 13 makes 49?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to the dad?
Not talk. I'm just gonna go sit out by the fire again. In a
Okay.
chair.
He went upstairs.
In his chair?
In a chair?
A chair.
My chair.
Okay.
A chair. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. Yeah, he went
Roll a
upstairs.
D3.
Okay. That's fine.
He's not down there.
I'll wait.
What are you waiting for?
To get back.
You guys can chop firewood for as long as you want. How long do you want to be chopping
I'm
firewood
sure
for?
I take all my anger of my echo out
I'm
of my
making
fire.
a big pile. So I'm trying to go as quickly as possible.
Okay. He did say he wanted you guys out before dawn. It's
Oh,
about 10 p.m.
sleep.
You guys can rest. You go sleep. This is my burden.
Chop.
Okay. All right. How long are you guys going? 1 hour, 2 hours?
I assume generally there's like in places
4
like this there
hours.
would be like a wood repository that's covered to keep the snow.
Got like a
off
little
of it.
shed, yeah.
Yeah. How full was it when we started? And how long would we have to go to fill it?
So you could fill a shed each hour, and there's about a quarter full in the shed. It'd take about 3 hours to fill it entirely.
And
Is
how
what I'll
long
say.
is that till after 3 hours?
That's-
How long is it till sunrise?
3 hours would take you to 1 a.m.
5 hours. 5, 6.
Yeah, 5 to 6.
You would not get a full rest.
Yeah, I wouldn't get it for rest. I get short
You would
rest.
also take a level of exhaustion.
I'm willing to do that for me.
I'm gonna meditate in front of the fire.
Even with all three of us working on it, it's take that long.
Yeah.
It'd probably take longer if it was
And my
just
echo snubbed us. The bitch. I would help her.
She had shit to do.
What
Oh,
more?
really? Have you been summoned yet?
I would say after about an hour into them doing this, I'm gonna wake up from my nap and go out there and be like, "What's taking them so long?"
Yeah, what's your strength score? What?
She just starts cracking.
Yeah, I was
them.
gonna say. What about these
Captain
axes?
America ripping them in half.
18.
18?
18.
You guys all put 18 in strength?
That would make this go a little bit faster.
Okay.
So you could maybe shave off. So how long do you wait until you come out?
I wait an hour because
An
I
hour?
figured it wouldn't take that long.
Instead of 2 hours left, you'd have maybe an hour and a half.
I'm gonna go for as long as I can without sacrificing the full. Like, I'll tap out before I would be taking away my full rest. or
So in
my
reality,
tap.
what's happening is you guys are just taking shifts then. Is basically what's happening.
Sure, I'll tap in and tap out, and I'll gesture my.
I don't
pedal.
need full sleep.
I'm
it's
taking a
fine.
full rest.
Oh my god.
I ain't the one. What am I? I have like
I
a 9.
listen.
You want
Fennel's
me-
not that guy.
I ain't that guy. I ain't the
Listen.
one.
He'll be slowing us down, that negative.
But yeah, once the shed's full, I'm gonna go try to talk to my dad.
I'm gonna
It'll
go
be
to
like
bed.
3 in the morning.
It's about
Okay.
0 dark 30. It's 12:30.
Listen, sometimes he's awake.
You're gonna wake him up?
No,
Do you go upstairs?
I'm gonna check to see if he's awake.
You hear talking behind the door.
Have I heard anything? Because
Pol-
I'm
Polite
one
people
room below
knock.
them, right?
I knock.
They're talking pretty quietly.
Okay.
You'd have to get near to it, or if somebody had preternatural hearing, they would have to make an effort
Okay.
to hear it.
You politely knock.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eavesdrop on my parents. That was more firewood chopping. It's a small house.
I mean, I can try.
No, I'm knocking.
Do you want to try to hear?
I won't go with him, but I'll try from the other room.
Make a perception check with advantage.
He's a glowy boy. What if he spidey senses you?
Spidey senses. 19.
Get in there.
Oh.
We in there. We have the secret.
19.
Drop the hot goss.
The conversation you hear, without just pretending to be two people talking back and forth for a hot minute, the conversation you hear is largely about the following. It is his mother being sort of understanding and reassuring, and it is his father kind of coming down. So like the aggression that was there before is not there. It's not present. But you hear that he is talking about how serious it is that people in his family, when they adventure, they die. And he will not... He is very vehemently opposed. You do hear... she says something along the lines of like, "Isn't that why you gave him why you gave him your old shield?" And he says something along the lines of, "It's only a boon if he doesn't use it the way it's intended." There's the conversation is largely her sort of calming him down, even in his very calm state in this a moment that he assumes is private. He is so strongly opposed to the idea that his son leave. The insight you gain here, the biggest of all, there's no circumstance under the sun, or the lack thereof, that he would ever allow his son to leave this town. You get the insight you gain is if he wants to leave, he's not doing it with his father's blessing.
I'm fluffing my pillow. Yeah, I thought he was eavesdropping right before you like went up.
Oh, that's up to you. I don't know when you...
Oh, a very notable thing that you hear his father say, in particular, is you hear his father say that he would rather have a son than a man.
Ugh.
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about that.
See you knock on the door?
That's
Yep.
trauma.
Okay.
That
I think we're well overdue for a therapist in this town.
that an out-of-towner being brave, or my son being daft?
It's your son being daft.
You hear loud thudding footsteps. It's definitely your father. Rapidly approach the door. Sun come up yet?
It is not.
Oh, well, here I was prepared for a miracle.
The shed is full.
Build another one.
I know you said that you don't want me to leave the town.
Is that what you feel you've been demonstrating? An excess of knowing.
I helped those people.
I don't care.
I know that you don't care. But I want to keep helping them. I don't want to lose my chair. I want to have a place to come home to when I come back. But I do want to go with them.
I don't think you really understand what an ultimatum is.
Well, I get the general picture. It's a big word. But we're both people. People can change.
You're not people.
I'm a person.
You're my God's be damned son. Like it or not, your blood coursing through your veins makes you more than people to me.
Right, I get that.
I don't give a God's damned ass what happens to people. I care about what happens to me, boy.
So that if I were to go, and then come back, why would you stop caring about me?
You have an awful lot of nerve.
I'm trying.
I'm not sure when you managed to grow a spine.
Well,
Spine
I
enough
saw
to...
someone about to die, and I saved them, and I want to keep doing that.
You keep saying when I come back. When I come back. When I come back. When I come back. It's not a when. It's an if. You're flipping a coin. You're rolling a die. And if you roll bad, you're not.
He's not from the Tin Town. He's probably the one person who could have convinced.
Oh my god, of course, your games!
You can play a few games.
You could be the most skilled fucking wizard. You could be the most fierce fighter in all the realms. You roll bad, you're gone.
Nice.
Literally.
Yikes.
The only thing that it means to have blood coursing through your veins is it means that you can die. And hell, some of the things can die can't even manage to pump anything through them.
I tried to do what you asked.
You think you're so much smarter than me. You think you're so much tougher than me. Get the hell out. Go prove it. Go prove that either A, you're the toughest son of a bitch in the entirety of Goodmead. Hell, the entirety of Icewind Dale. Or prove that you make great fertilizer.
Can I hear this happening?
I can't imagine
imagine
he's
so.
trying to be quiet.
I'm
You
gonna
can
say
hear it
I-
happening. You can hear it happening too.
I'm going to take that as permission.
That ain't permission.
You said I can go.
You can.
I'm going to walk away.
Dear, we're changing the locks. And he shuts the door.
I'm not going to break the window. That'd be like murder.
I don't think they'll go in your room.
You hear the last lingering ends of the conversation between the dad and the mom. It does not last very long after he goes downstairs. It is mostly the mother sort of ramping back up the, like, now listen, just calm down, okay? I know you love him, and I know you care about him, but this, he wants to do it. What are we going to tie him down and keep him from going? She's sort of making the effort to bring him back down again. And he, without an edge of aggression, very coldly says, all those years ago you talked me into having a son. I thought it was a terrible idea. Don't have one anymore. And he laid down. And she sort of tries to talk to him again, and he says nothing.
Probably best case
I'll be
scenario.
going with you.
I don't know if I'd share that with him, but like it's up to you. You can.
So when I come down, if there's any still, like, I'll be coming with you tomorrow.
How much longer do we have until tomorrow?
I'm assuming I'm taking a level of exhaustion.
You are definitely taking a level of exhaustion. If you've been up this long, you're definitely taking a level of exhaustion if you plan on leaving by dawn.
Okay.
But you guys can get short rests in.
Okay.
Certainly.
I would like to.
I only need 4 hours. I'm good.
I was like, I was
Yeah,
only,
you're long rested up. You're long rested up. You're long rested up, so no sweats there.
I slept through all that, baby. Did I miss anything, guys? What was going on? Why were we all so sad?
I'm coming with you. I used one of my hit dice. I'm back at full.
Nice. What I missed? Did we heal the family overnight?
Nice. Guys, we're good now, right?
Did we heal generational trauma overnight?
Can I make like a con save for sleeping the night, or does it have to be just?
Con
It's a level
save
of
for the
exhaustion.
trauma.
Exhaustion.
Okay.
Can you do an int save for the trauma?
Nope.
Perhaps.
Listen, mine.
Can I make an int save to rationalize the feelings I'm processing?
Can we rationalize?
All right.
Can we really cement
I don't
this?
feel good about this. I don't like that we're breaking up a family.
I'd like to make a wisdom. I'd like to make a wisdom saving throw for compartmentalizing.
All right, I am back up to full, but I
Repression.
do have that.
I'm gonna pack up the
Let's
stuff
make a
in my
con
room.
save to stop crying. You start packing up?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you sure this is
You.
what you want to do?
I will say, as you're putting away your clothes, you are overwhelmed by the fact that most of these have been handmade, and not by you.
Oh my god.
Do you want to leave a note? Do you want to do anything?
Well, I'll be writing letters. As I said, I'm grabbing sheets of paper to let them know I'm okay.
What time is it, approximately?
If you're getting up, because you turned in around like 10. If you're getting up,
2.
it's like 2.
Okay. Okay, make
You're
sure to
Just
get
let me
there.
know when I wake up.
I am.
Just let me
I'll
know
leave
when
you
I
to your
wake up.
packing.
You'll be up around dawn.
I'll be outside. I'm just gonna chill.
It's cold outside. You
I
should,
know.
You're just gonna chill.
You should stay.
What
indoors.
killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
I'm just gonna take a walk.
Take a
Walk
walk.
around town. I don't want to be in there.
You start walking around the town. Could you change it to the?
Aurora?
Yeah.
You get
a
snatched,
vision right now.
brother.
I got tricks. I got
You
tricks.
see stars as something impacts you in the back of your head.
A rock.
Your last waking moment is
A
being
rock.
dragged through the snow upside down.
You get jumped.
I'm trying.
Guys, I'm dreaming.
It's okay.
I'm just losing. It's probably the best sleep of my life.
I'm meditating too.
Yeah.
I
That's good.
meditated. I counted my
I think
commas.
this should work.
Aurora.
Oh, find out if they have a shop. We need shoes.
Ooh, I like that box. I want to go sit on it.
God damn it.
You
As
said faster, right?
yes, as you sit on the dock on this crate, this dock, which probably at some point had a purpose, but now sits in a many years frozen lake. You look up and you see that the night sky is filling with this ribbon of light that just shifts in colors from green to blue to purple to red. There's hints of yellows, and you can see the entirety of the rainbow is just, it looks like somebody's taking a brush and painting it across the night sky as it writhes, almost like it's alive, and dances above you. This is, without a doubt, the most beautiful thing you've ever seen on the material plane.
Mm.
This is something that you probably wouldn't even see in the Feywild. This is stunning. You've never seen anything like this before.
Okay, that's beautiful.
And you spend like a
It's a
nice,
spectacle.
quiet moment. Yeah. This hasn't been the most fun trip you've ever been on. But in this nice, quiet moment, the town is fallen into sleep. You're out of that really uncomfortable situation with another family. It's
Yeah,
just you
I'm just
and the
gonna-
sky.
Yeah, I'm gonna soak it in and take it all in.
Kinda got a few hours.
What's everyone else up to?
What are my dreams like? Oh God, I don't know. you're thinking for a hot minute.
You put him on the spot.
I did.
You have a dream that you're in battle, in the throes of it. and you go to summon an echo. And you see the thinning of the plane as the crackling green energy opens up and shows you a different you and a different place and a different time. And you look through and you wait for you to pass through, like you've always done.
Charlotte snores loudly.
She does not.
I do not snore loudly. I take it all back.
No. She doesn't step through. Instead, you, after waiting for a little bit, come to the absolutely horrifying realization that you have been summoned. You're the echo this time. And you know what happens to your echoes.
I'm dreaming.
When I finish getting packed, I'm gonna say a prayer to the God that I serve, and just a quick prayer asking for protection and from like the elements and from anything that might try to stop us as we're bringing the mead to the next town over.
As you pray, you see that your shield faintly glows. Just a little bit. Anybody else?
Well, just in that time, I'm taking a short rest, so I'll get a nice patch on the floor after hearing that soul-crushing conversation.
Do you want to figure this out while you're away?
I'll also peek out the window and peep the lights as I see them like twinkling through the panes of
Because
gloom.
you saw me pack it.
And then after admiring them for a moment, I'll do something similar. I'll just do a quick prayer to Balador, and then I'll just, like I normally do, I'll hunch over my bag and tuck my hands into my armpits, and I'll sleep as if I'm sleeping out in the snow.
In this moment, stop tapping it. Stop trying to gaslight them.
It's the best bit.
I'm trying to relate to you people emotionally. Do you have any idea how hard that is? All right, in this
Do
moment,
I?
in this moment, you it's different being inside. Kind of makes you miss it a little bit more. You know, kind of makes you. It's closer to home than you've been in a while, and that closeness just amplifies the distance that you felt. You kind of wonder how your mom's doing.
I wrote that in the journal.
You were saying you wanted to do something? Sorry, I thought I heard something from the table.
We are wondering if he would be able to do, since he's a wizard, if he'd be able to do something to identify the magical objects or the objects I think are magical.
He could.
I can try.
You can cast Identify.
I don't have Identify.
Or, conversely, you can spend an hour with it.
Can I do that? I don't know if I have an hour.
Sure. Oh. Do you want to try to attend?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to look these up. Do you spend it with both?
Do I have time to spend it? I mean, I'm not sleeping. I took a short rest to spend a hit die, but I can untake that short rest if I need to. Or I'll spend it with both, as long as I can get packed.
Okay. You are a spellcaster, so you can attune to this.
Okay.
This is a +1 Wand of the War Mage.
Oh shit.
While you are holding this wand, you gained a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls, not to your DC. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack. Additionally, you have a Pearl of Power. While this pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain 1 expended spell slot. It can only be of... If the expended slot is of 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd. Once you've used the pearl, you can't use it again until the next dawn.
Alright. That's going to be helpful.
Are you guys ready for your next day?
Yeah.
I'm waiting around. I'm watching the Aurora Borealis.
Eventually, the aurora comes to an end, and you can see that as it comes to an end, the mountains in the distance gain just a little bit of a purple haze over them. As you can see that the sky is beginning to change colors and get as close as it possibly can to dawn.
It's time to go.
Okay.
Okay, so hear me out. What if we take everyone in town and put them on one single spot and have them all jump at the same time? Do you think that'll make it turn so the sun comes out?
Is that how that works?
Let's try.
I think if that was how that one works, that didn't have tried that before.
That might not work.
Maybe not hard enough.
We should probably talk to. About giving the mead.
Yeah. Olivessa, right?
Yep.
Do you guys head to the meat hall?
Yeah, we'll probably want to stop by the general store to get some snowshoes.
Okay.
There is no general store.
Oh shit. Well,
Nobody sells goods.
that's
But you do know that the mead hall supplies their snowshoers with snowshoes.
Oh, okay. I was just.
Alright.
It comes out of their pay, usually.
Well, I'll take that back.
You guys head to the meat hall?
Are they do they provide like an actual bonus to anything, or is it just like a thing to have? Snowshoes.
It probably would reduce rough terrain.
They have an actual benefit. Give me just a second. It's in special equipment. Snowshoes, they reduce the likelihood that you will get stuck in deep snow.
Okay.
So they do provide a mechanical benefit, because getting stuck in snow is a mechanic that happens during travel.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes.
If I use the shield for its fun benefit, is there a chance of me being stuck in deep snow while I'm doing that? Or is that...
No.
Okay. That's what I
Okay.
It does only work on snow.
thought. Right. I figured...
Throws down a shield, it starts to transform into a snowmobile. It revs excitedly and whirls around us.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what is this? Oh,
Shing,
no.
shing, shing.
It's more like shields are from Frontiers.
Snowmobile was
Snoptimus Prime.
Snoptimus Prime.
Alright, so...
Should I go talk to her?
If you need a second before we leave, you can say goodbye to your room.
Well, we've already left the house.
Oh, okay.
And I left Mikey in the house.
When Charlotte wakes up, she's gonna cock an eyebrow at your bag and look at you in a question that does not need to be translated to you.
My dad said I could go.
She squints both eyebrows very hard at you.
Furls the brow.
Sorry. she cocked the eyebrow.
That's a real thing.
I know. I love the idea of like
Nope,
it's a
he,
weapon.
Yeah, this is
I told him I was
psychological
going. And he said I could go.
She
Did you
doesn't
say
ask
you
any
could
more
come back?
questions. She leaves.
No.
Well, happens.
That's the best of us. All right, cut your losses. Let's round them up, puppies.
Yep. Let's wrap it up. All right, let's go to me. I'm gonna start. I'm walking over there.
As you come to the mead hall in the morning, it has been converted largely from a from like a tavern to a brewery to its intended purpose. You see, there's a lot of people at very diligent hard work, which is wild because these are the same people that were getting absolutely sloppy drunk the night before. You see many of them. Some of them are kids, in fact, working here in the mead hall.
Do they have their
Younger
fingers?
than me.
I said, do they have their fingers?
Some of them do, yeah.
It depends on the
Good
job
job.
they're working.
Yeah, you see,
Some
there's
of
people
the parts move fast.
working outside chopping wood to warm this massive hearth in order to keep all of the bees alive. There's people sort of in the the distillation process. There's people who are working on like checking barrels and like taste testing. This place comes together in very much like a beehive. Everybody seems to know exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and they're doing it. You do spy Olivessa, who is in the process of tapping and listening at one of the casks, which has been made.
I'm gonna walk up to her, kind of dust myself off, wait for her to acknowledge me.
Hey there.
Hello. What do we gotta do?
You guys are willing to snowshoe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which way you headed? East Haven or Dugan's Hole?
I'm gonna look at you.
Which is closer?
Which is closer?
Dugan's Hole. But both of them are the closest towns.
Dugan's?
Is there one of those places where I prefer going?
You're glad you're not headed to Caer Konig or Caer Dunival, because
Yeah.
those two towns are
Far.
your rivals. East Haven is nicer. Dugan's Hole has a bit of a reputation for being kind of a hole. It's Dugan's Hole. Dugan's Hole is.
Let's go to Eastvale
Yeah.
first. East Haven
Haven.
first.
East Haven it is.
Oh. We can go to Dugan's Hole later, or maybe they'll have another group of snowshoers. Go to Dugan's Hole. Let's go to East Haven. It's nicer.
Okay.
So you're going to head off to East Haven then?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, so if you could take the one cask to East Haven, and then if you could take the follow-up cask, not really big on taking it to Caer Dunival or Caer Konig, but if you could sort of head back along the east way, take it to Bryn Shander, that would be great too. The mead must flow.
We must flow.
And what's our responsibilities beyond taking those casks to that location?
Accepting payment and bringing it back.
Okay. Fair.
The other place was called Bergenschnurk.
Bryn Shander?
Bryn Shander.
Bryn.
Bryn.
Oh, B-R-Y-N. Okay.
Mhm.
I put I.
Shander. Bryn Shander. 2 words. Bryn Shander.
Well, it's one word now.
Okay. East Haven is 1 word.
Fuck.
Are you kidding?
So, we accept payment, bring it back,
Mhm.
and then we do it again?
Well, yeah, pretty much. If you're willing to take the job on long time.
I'm gonna grab your shoulder and look you hard in your eyes.
I'll say first.
Because I have to respond!
What do you want to say? Can I help you?
How long?
How long is the journey?
This is convenient. You can read your eyeballs.
I can. She has a look. She has a look about her.
You can see Charlotte is still seething behind her eyes when she asks you. And it physically pains her to have you
No,
initiate
How
conversation.
much payment are we supposed to be bringing back?
So to East Haven.
You want to talk?
Travel time to East Haven is 4.5 miles.
Not bad.
Oh, but we'll be snowshoeing, so that'll take about
A
a day.
day. Yeah.
It's 4.5 miles if you're on foot. To Bryn
We have a
Shander.
horse too, right?
For the mead, I think.
Oh hell.
Yeah, there you go.
To Bryn Shander
Have
would
you
be
turned
traveling
on-
from East Haven.
Have you turned on battery saver?
Yes, it's been on this whole
Bet.
time. Would be
We have the other battle map too if we need.
in order to go from East Haven to Bryn Shander, it's about 7.5 hours.
Woof.
So you're looking at probably 2 days.
Okay.
2 days there, 2 days back.
A weekend trip.
2 days travel total
Oh,
is
okay.
likely what you're looking at. First day you're in East Haven, second day you're in Bryn
A
Shander.
couple days.
And then another 2 days back.
No. From Bryn Shander back to Goodmead is about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. So it's a triangle. We don't have to backtrack.
Yeah. If it would help, how's about you guys take a look at this?
Let me draw you a map.
I don't like that you gave me 2 different conversions. Can you give me all the same unit?
Yeah, you did say 4.5 miles and then 7.5 hours.
Sorry, I meant miles. Because it's the travel time is miles. You go about 1 mile an hour.
Oh, okay.
So they are.
They are 1-to-1.
So the
they're
4-hour one
1-to-1.
we could even make today.
That was the point of us getting up this early.
I thought the point of us getting this early was this dad fucking
Yeah.
kicking us to the streets.
Taking it to the streets. All right,
Give
so
you guys a place to stay.
here's the entirety of Icewind Dale.
I'm thankful. Grateful and appreciative.
Your dog can stay in my
Holy
bed.
shit, this is hurting my eyes. What the fuck?
Jeez. There's the
I'm about to
entirety.
go full thirsty for this man.
Which map?
Don't worry about it.
Are you?
This is the
You love
this
my
is the
father.
second this is the second dad that I've ever written in a campaign
We
that
have
you've
an issue.
immediately glommed onto. I'd like to just take an opportunity to talk to rap with you about that for a second.
Interesting.
I'm getting big
That's
oh
our
fighting
fun.
vibes again.
We don't have to. We don't
He
have
was
to
just
bring that
nice.
up on the stream. Listen, my dad was not nice.
I don't have to bring that up
Maybe
on
that's
stream.
what the draw was
Dude.
too. Ah!
That happened on stream.
Just wait till we have the crossover with Dungeons and Daddies.
Oh God.
Can I select?
Why are you attacking me?
It'll be like the Dimension 20 Critical
If
Role
you're gonna put 'em on
crossovers. We'll
there-
just trade
Oh,
players.
are you making them visible?
Horrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab the
The only difference is we'll just give them Fibber.
I'm being
He would enjoy it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Enjoy what?
Being given to a daddy.
To 4 dads.
from our world.
From real life.
Flung into a forgotten realm.
Daddies or actual fathers?
Yes.
Also, yes.
That was an or question.
Inclusive.
Inclusive.
What is?
Does one
Yes.
not indicate?
Yes.
Is it not
One
revealing?
cannot.
You could just draw on top of it, and we can figure
One
it out
could
later.
not, but still be. One can and might be. One is and is. One is not.
I hate
not.
this. I don't want to think anymore.
I'm tired, Grandpa.
See you damn bad.
Father mucking.
It doesn't super.
Point of this area.
Like we're just
Get a
gonna pick a
laser
direction.
pointer.
We'll get there when we
The
get
town's
there.
right
guys.
here.
Put a quarter.
I was gonna say, you know what we could do is we could put the little slime on
It's
where the towns
Control
are, or a
Shift
little frosty tree.
M.
Put 'em-
Ooh,
Oh.
I like your tree.
It disappeared. How do I undo?
Control Z.
Control
See. The Photoshop tech.
Photoshop. That's fucking Microsoft Word.
So there's these ones. Too. Real frosty trees.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
You might have to draw the circle rather than ping it.
Here, let's just.
Or we could put these.
I should be able to grab the word. I've done it before.
Or you know what would be a good one for Goodmead? Put that there.
Barrel.
Nice.
So Goodmead is right. Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Ugh. my brain. I hate that everything appeared.
Swirly.
There. No. Right there.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right.
Damn it all to hell. I've done this before.
Okay.
Oh.
On the 2 destinations.
What the?
Did you break something?
I think I might have. You know, Chief? It's possible.
It's probably gonna be like here. Here. I'm just guessing. You think it's that one?
It's not perfect.
There's no way it's an actual triangle.
Well, there's
It
other
has
ways.
to be.
3 points.
It
It
has
has
to
to be
be.
a triangle.
No, it could be a lie.
It could be a line.
No, there are 3 different non-equal distances. If it was a line, the sum of 2 of the distances would equal the other. If it's 6, 7, and 4 hours away, they can't all be in a line.
Guys, I don't like this.
If A plus B is greater than C, then it has to be.
I didn't play numbers
triangle.
game to do math, okay? Like, let's let's calm down here.
Oh my god. I am fucking.
Thank you.
It's the corollary to the Pythagorean theorem.
They teach that with me?
Cool.
Because boys said 2
16.
and 5 looked like each other.
Wasn't. He's not our brightest. That's where you can tell if they're the bright ones if they've got all 10.
Oh.
How about all 20?
Well, sometimes that can
Why'd
just
you
happen
say it
outside.
like that?
What do you mean?
Why
I don't
is
know.
it? Why does it keep disappearing?
It's like you just gotta say stuff.
It's
I
okay.
somehow
We
making
don't have to see where we're going.
somehow making
Like,
words
actually.
disappear instead of moving them. Oh, and it died. All right, so
Theater
So
of the
anyway,
mind.
Goodmead is here. Goodmead is here.
Oh, let's get the. Let's
Yeah.
go old fashioned with it.
Yeah. Yes.
Actually, I didn't need to do that.
Which one's gonna be
This
us?
is cool.
Double decker.
Double decker. Oh. Oh, I see our characters. Alright. So if Goodmead is here, this guy is 4 blocks away from Miles. This guy is 6, 7.
so it's more
It's
like
like that. There you go. It's like 6.
it's more like this.
We could be the stone guy. No,
No.
we're not a worm.
It's more like that.
Okay. Which way is Dungeon North? Okay.
So we're gonna go like to this one first.
Yep.
Yes, that would be East Haven.
Because
It's
it is
east.
to the east. Yeah. Oh, wow.
We don't have to be that one. We could be.
I like him.
We could
I
be
like
some-
him too.
It's good.
Can we
Very
be the big
orbulent.
bad?
Oh, it doesn't have a base
Oh.
yet.
She just flop over.
All right. Well, do we have snowshoes?
Yeah, have we equipped the feats?
Yes.
What
Strap.
what resources are you going to provide to help?
Do you know
us
how to
journey?
put on snowshoes?
If
I'm really
any.
surprised you don't have
Well,
snowshoes.
you
to
shouldn't be
honest.
going out on the lake, so you shouldn't be needing any compliments.
Oh,
So just snowshoes. You've already got cold weather clothing.
Are we
look at the bedroll.
being rewarded for this endeavor, or
Yeah, you'll receive a cut.
We will be compensated.
and about that speaker? thing you were talking about? We'll figure it out. I'll do it.
Well, we'll probably be having an election while you're gone. You'll do it?
Campaign.
I'll do it.
Campaign.
Well, are you gonna campaign or?
Can I be your campaign manager?
Well, yeah, of course.
Vote for Goat Boy!
Goodbye!
That's the campaign. That's
like, what? Go back to work.
Yep. Is it just the town that's going to vote, or is it any town that's nearby?
Just this time.
Because the speaker for this town.
Okay. Well, I'll be gone, so I can't really campaign.
Alright, ask Fef to talk you up.
Okay.
He might do it if you let him date your sister.
Just.
You're being bartered.
I could. Okay.
Do you try to track down Fef, really?
Yeah.
He'll be around the outskirts of town, so you can probably catch him on the way out.
Okay.
Fef,
Hey, top of the morning.
I'm going snowshoeing.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I'm keeping my distance.
Oh, really?
You don't need to tell my dad. I told him.
Yeah?
And that's all we'll say about that.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm gonna be going, and I'll be coming back, and hopefully coming back will change things.
They said they were gonna throw his chair away
They're gonna throw it away.
or burn it.
Would they be interested in,
Selling it?
Look, my family don't have a lot of chairs. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, you know, if you get there fast enough, it might still be intact.
The Morans ain't so good at making chairs as your dad.
No,
Well, I'd say good luck, but you ain't
I'm
gonna
sure
need
you
it
can make
because
a
you're in
chair.
very, very good hands.
speaking of which, you remember the oreganos.
Oh, yeah?
Now, Fennel here, he's running for the speakership. And if he became the speaker, he and his sister would have to be in town.
A whole lot, I'd imagine.
A whole lot. So,
Whole lot.
shame is, we're going snowshoeing. He brought in all those goats, all those sheep,
Hate to see you go, love to watch you leave.
and he has to be away when the election's happening. Do you think you could put in a good word for him around town?
Oh, I can think of several pretty good words just right about now.
Go on.
Yeah, but about me.
About him.
Me.
Then
If he wins,
Guilty by association. I'm
exactly.
sure,
Yeah, quite right. So,
yeah. I'll tell you, you
You-
really are testing my ability to come up with adjectives right here in the moment.
I trust you, Will. And we're gonna turn around and we're gonna leave.
I love you don't turn around and leave.
We
turn around and leave.
We are going
when
to
they get out
leave.
of, when they get out of earshot, he said he might let you take her on a date if he wins.
That's the first of many things I'd love to take her on.
Y'all do well on that one first.
I don't know if I should elect to try and hear this.
I mean, how older is your character again?
Roughly 20.
I imagine you know the birds and the bees. I don't think you gotta listen in too
Good
hard.
lord, I'm a hunter, but I'd like to get after her like it's my job.
Oh god! And boy, this could meet at bees.
What's wrong with these?
For the birds.
Just brought a new bird to town.
Yeah, wait.
The birds and the bees.
we can't have this talk with him. We can't.
What's that?
Not
I
on-
refuse.
Not on stream. We'll have it later.
Charlotte's not gonna have this talk with fucking anybody.
She doesn't.
Scot free.
Oh, go ahead and throw on some bright lights.
I will try you.
Well, that's said.
Alright.
Beth Morin promptly died, and we never had to talk to him again.
Right after I win the election. Mysterious disappearance.
Ooh,
I guess-
murder mystery?
Or would you like it to?
Murder mystery where one of the PCs.
Oh, it's not
Is that
me.
better?
Oh, it's not me.
That works.
That's nice. That's cool.
Cool.
All right. We should get going.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yep.
Which way is East Haven?
To the east.
I'm gonna immediately point east without looking.
The random encounter table's gone.
You can't pull it up.
Not on here.
So I
'Cause
think
it will
it's a good time
tank
that we
OBS.
pause.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you guys leaving town is gonna be where we leave off. I know it's a little bit early, but we also started a little bit early. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Do you have anything you want to say before we sign off?
Charlotte doesn't.
Charlotte's not a big talker.
I'm asking Seth.
CX.
Saf is a very big talker, and that's a problem. So I'm
That's
good.
hardly a problem. I love it when you talk.
Nuggy points, join the Discord, follow the Instagram, and we'll see you guys next week.
With Dicey Miscrits.
Dicey Miscrits.
Dicey
Us.
Miscrits. Yeah, that's us. Come dice with us. Check you later.